But it looks like January's wild ride continues. This seems to be a market that's trading in such a way that if you look away, you're going to miss something.
That's right, Allison. None of this is normal. Only when investors are really feeling a lot of uncertainty and nervousness do you see wild swings like this. It's kind of reminiscent of some other really tense moments in the market. I'm thinking about the U.S.-China trade war, the 2013 taper tantrum, the onset of COVID itself in March of 2020. Not to say the losses are as extreme as then, but just this back and forth action and the volatility is starting to look like that. So we're seeing another day of really a remarkable recovery on Wall Street. The Dow was down more than 800 points at its low. As you can see, up 150 points now, only in the last 80 minutes or so, not even, have you seen the market turn positive. The NASDAQ was down by 3%, more than that. Now it's down like less than 1%. So certainly moving in the right direction. But I do think all this underscores the uncertainty that investors feel right now about Russia-Ukraine tensions, about high inflation, and of course the Fed's plans to fight inflation by raising interest rates. We're going to hear more on that front tomorrow from Jerome Powell when he takes questions from reporters, and I think we can expect more volatility then as well, Allison.
Do you really think there's going to be more volatility even after the Fed meets tomorrow and we hear from Jay Powell himself at the press conference? I mean, is there something that investors maybe are looking for that could calm things here? What are they looking to hear from Jay Powell?
Well, I mean, what they're looking to hear and maybe what's realistic are probably two different things. In a perfect world, investors would be happy with the Fed, signaling a lot of patience with raising interest rates. But the Fed is in a tough spot because it's got to catch up to inflation. So that's not realistic. I think that they want to hear from Jerome Powell that he's taking everything into account. He's watching what's happening in the real economy, that he's got confidence that inflation is going to come down, and that he doesn't want to cool off the economy so much that it actually threatens the recovery itself. So they don't want to hear any surprises from Jerome Powell. If they were to come out, if the Fed were to come out and signal a much faster pace of raising interest rates, I think that would unnerve investors. But Allison, yes, I do think there's a good reason to expect volatility to continue because Fed meetings often bring turbulence in financial markets. We've seen times when the statement comes out and the Dow goes up 200, 300, 400 points, and then by the time Jerome Powell's done with his press conference, the market is down 300 or 400 points. And that's during normal times, not during times when the Fed is signaling interest rate hikes and talking about Russia-Ukraine tension. So there's a lot of moving pieces, and I think the markets are searching for a bottom here. The question is, whether or not yesterday's lows might mark a bottom. We don't know. Well, they're probably going to go back and test that, Allison.